part 1 of PSEC. I've got it turned off now, and what I want to do is show you what I'm tuning this circuit to. Let me go over here and get on the spectrum analyzer and show you first what I've got here. What we've got is a bandwidth of 150 megahertz. The center frequency is 75 megahertz. This is the FM stereo band here. And here's the little natural frequency down here that I'm sure everyone that has a spectrum analyzer that has the required sensitivity should find. I have to say that because I can't go all over the earth, obviously, and test this. But here's what we're tuning to, and let me move the marker over to that frequency, and you'll be surprised what it is. Okay, we'll move the marker over to about the center of that frequency, and guess what it is? It says it's 14.6, but as we move around here, there's 13.9, there's 13.9, 14.6, you see it's going in increments, there's 13.5. Well, this entire bandwidth down here encompasses the 13 megahertz range. And what you're going to see when I fire the PSEC back up is, let me go ahead and move that marker over the top of that section. And you're going to be quite interested in what you're going to see. Okay, let me hook the coil back up to the PSEC so you can see it. Okay, I've got the PSEC going. You can see I've got the 3 that are on the power rail, the 1 on there, and we can confirm again that we do indeed have output. And if we look at these lights as we do that, you can see the difference there. So let's go over here again and look at this spectrum. Interesting spectrum, isn't it? Now here's the marker right here. So what has happened is the frequency that the PSEC is actually working at, where it's actually gone into resonance, is going to come out to be and if I can, go in there, it's saying that it's 12.8. Okay, and depending upon the load, that should shift somewhat. Let me put the load on there, and let's go back here. Well, it didn't shift that much. Sometimes it'll shift a megahertz or two. It could have. Let's see if we get right on the top of that guy. Right there. Okay, so now see we're reading 13.1. So anyway, there's where the PSEC is sitting, and if I take and disconnect the load, you see it shifted slightly again to the left of the marker. So anyway, there's the frequency that I am actually tuning to that appears to be some natural frequency, and I have no idea where it's coming from. I don't claim to know. I do know, though, that when I tune a SEC exciter, or when I tune the PSEC in that range of frequencies, I get some very interesting results. So I wanted to show that to you because everybody's going to ask me, well, okay, what's it picking up? What's it seeing? What's it doing? And here, if you want to see this, like I say, we have a bandwidth of 150, center is 75, and you can also see the Z series popping up here, which is quite interesting indeed if you've been following most of my work as far as Zendarzik's paper, so forth. And you see how they pop in and pop out. What's happening is there's a phase changing, or a slight phasing going on, and I think that's got to do to not only natural causes, but I think regional heat, heat around the circuit, the components changing slightly, so you'll see some of those go in and out of phase, and look at that, how they jump up in intensity. So anyway, that's number 2, and we'll get number 3 up here shortly, or maybe tomorrow.